Hi everyone, so I'm Sarah and this is Flo, and we're both Year 13 students who've been actively involved in campaigning for the environment throughout the past few years. Now last year, in Term 3, we addressed some of the student body about our concerns with plastics in the ocean. We did that through assemblies to all the year groups except for the Year 7s and Year 12s this year who weren't there. Now at the GLC, we also addressed the staff with our concern.
So by now, most of you know that the plastic we use accumulates in the 5 gyres of our ocean. For those of you who don't know, gyres are whirlpools of water that collect huge collections of trash in their currents. What the definition fails to mention is that these whirlpools also collect animals in there. They trap animals. Imagine dolphins caught in fishing wires and turtles caught in plastic packaging. Now the largest of these 5 gyres is the North Pacific Garbage Patch, located between USA and Asia. Scientists estimate that this gyre is 2.5 times the size of Thailand. Remember, there are 5 of these. Now, the statistics aren't necessarily accurate because the numbers are always changing, but I can assure you that they aren't getting any smaller.
How can we see this locally then? Well, perhaps you've seen it on your beach holidays around Thailand or around Asia, around the world. Or perhaps you've been involved with DOE like Flo and I, and you've seen the trash either on the roads that you're walking or on the beaches that you pass by with kayaking. Now on the screen there, you can see some pictures from our DOE kayaking expeditions, where we saw how even the most remote islands are cluttered with rubbish. One of the most disturbing things that we noticed was how similar those straws look to the straws that we use at our school.
Now think of the future generations, children who aren't even born yet. Will they be given the opportunity to freely swim in the ocean? Will they ever see a turtle, a dolphin, a shark? Or will sea creatures be like dinosaurs to them? People may have told you that our generation is the one who has to deal with the environmental consequences of the generations that came before us. Well, it's correct. We all have to work together to protect this planet. One day, we will be the politicians and leaders, engineers and scientists, artists and creators. We will also be the businessmen and women. But one thing's clear, we all have to work together to protect this planet and be remembered not as the generation that let this planet be destroyed, but as the generation that finally came to protect and save it.
Now you might be thinking, oh, do I have to wait until I'm a leader or a politician? No, you don't. You can start now. That's right, you can start now. And I'm not going to stand here and lecture about all the things that you've probably heard before. And I'm sure all of you are aware of the multiple different ways that you can help reduce this problem. I just want to reiterate that you should be conscious of how your actions have a lasting impact on our environment. And if you want to take your commitment one step further, you can join one of the environmental clubs at our schools. We have the Student Environmental Committee, the Patna Marine Group, and there's also the Animal Welfare Group, PAWS. At our school, we have so many amazing opportunities for you, the student body. In my opinion, it's a mistake not to take advantage of those opportunities.
Yeah, as Sarah said, the most important thing to remember is that there is hope. Any one of you can make a difference. Each and every one of you, actually. And as the Student Environmental Committee's motto suggests, every small step counts. So after this assembly, what's your small step going to be? Sarah and I have shared this message across our community for the past few years, but we're now in year 13. We don't want this message to stop being shared when we graduate. After each assembly, we were shocked by the number of you keen to get involved, students and teachers alike. This year alone, we've had the most ever students involved in our environmental clubs. Please don't let this stop.
Now, at Patna, we pride ourselves on being one of Asia's leading international schools. Well then, we should take a leading position amongst international schools in Asia to increase our environmental awareness, decrease our carbon footprint, and ultimately do our planet justice.
We live in a world where there is too much hate, war, and conflict.
Now, to end our speech today, we'd like to quote Richard Williams to you.
Whatever you're fighting for,
racism or poverty,
feminism, gay rights, or any type of equality,
it won't matter in the least.
Because if we don't all come together to protect this planet, we will be equally extinct. Thank you.